if you're looking for, please note.
Jesus. Starting.
Yeah, get ready for it, dude. Did you read any of the notes?
I'm hyped up on 2 beers and ribs, so we're gonna have this is gonna be our best one yet.
Please not. This podcast contains adult themes, offensive language, and TNG spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. What did you write?
If you are looking for a description of what my dog's toys smell like.
If you're looking for the answer to Fermat's theorem, inside joke, you'll get it. Watch the show.
A free copy of my 4th grade book report on penguins.
Ooh, I did one on electric eels. Excuses to use while you're still drinking wine instead of using the soda stream like you said you would, and no, using it to carbonate wine doesn't count.
Oh, then this is not
the podcast for you.
That's Haley. They call me Sarah, and we're here to make you touch your own funny bone.
Speaking of bones, there is this is an aside, maybe for the Patreons, maybe for the broader audience. There's a Amazon Prime show called Lorena, as in Bobbit.
Oh,
and it talks about her side of the story and his side of the story, and the calls that came in at the very beginning saying, there's a gentleman who's at the hospital and he's missing, there was an assault by his wife and so I guess they don't want to say what it is because the media are listening to the scanner radio. So there's a missing appendage. And like this microsurgeon is called to like attach this appendage, and he's like, do you have it? And they're like, well, not yet. And this chick threw it like left hand over the car into a 7-Eleven parking lot.
Oh yeah, I know the story.
This is amazing. So I don't really know the story other than that she cut off his wiener. Anyway, and I saw the picture with the blood, and I was like, ew.
Burf. Question around Amazon Prime or the TV.
Yeah.
Have you watched Hunters?
No, and that's the Nazi.
Oh, it's so good. We're watching it for a second time. It's the Nazi Hunters. 1970s Al Pacino. It's so good. It's so good.
Al Pacino.
It's got that kind
of grande Al Pacino. Thanks.
Hold the foam.
Extra foam.
Foam.
Sorry, Dad.
It's the best show. And it's kind of got like a Tarantino feel. Like there's been a couple times where they'll kind of like burst out into like a really weird dance, but like or like, you know how in Tarantino films they'll do like a thing where they'll have like they'll introduce a character, they'll be like, this is so and so, and they'll have like a movie poster and it'd be like a really good music. They do that with people. Like it's very good. It's very sad. It's very, if you like Inglourious Bastards, I think you'd like Hunters.
Okay.
Or if you have any love for the World War II stories, and then I love that stuff. So
yeah. Interesting. Okay.
It's so good. It's only about 10 episodes.
All right.
It. Yeah.
I'm watching Homecoming right now with Julia Roberts.
Okay.
Julia Roberts.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It's about people from in war coming home with PTSD. Yeah.
Like sort of in sort of current times, not pandemic times, but current times, and experiments and stuff like that. Very interesting. But before we go any further, hey everyone. We are taking a moment here to thank our friends over at Fansets. You know they are always working to put out the best product available and continue to surprise us all with new designs and product releases. There are some great new products out now too, if you haven't heard, like Picard, episode 3 and 4 pins. The end is the beginning in absolute candor. And breaking news, episode 5, Stardust City Rag. So head on over there Shop till you drop. Don't forget to use our special discount code REWIND in all caps with no spaces at checkout for an amazing 10% off your entire order. Don't forget, if you're in the US and spend more than $30, you will also get free shipping, which is huge because who has money to spend on shipping right now?
Mm-hmm. And right now, Fansets is giving listeners of the Trek Geek Podcast Network the exclusive opportunity to help select the next pin in their Women of Trek collection. Folks who vote will also be entered in a random drawing to win a Women of Trek Master set and a full set of the Series 2 pins. So go to trekgeeks.com/vote and vote. Winners will be selected, or the winner will be selected on April 1st. Fansets. Our pins have character. And we thank our friends at Fansets for being the presenting sponsor of the Trek Geeks Podcast Network.
Oh, I like that.
That wins for me. That to me is a win.
Pin
also,
win.
A win is seeing you right now. Where's your latte and macaroon?
Like two hands holding a steaming cup, blowing gently with a shawl.
It's like a tampon commercial.
I know, isn't that amazing? I love Snapchat. I don't use it the way that everyone else does to send snaps to people, but I use it as a filter for funny pictures. Most of my pictures on Snapchat are me as a piece of broccoli or a lemon, and it's kind of my fave.
I didn't realize that you could go and start searching all of them. I always thought it was just the crap bottom. So that's where I was like, where is she getting this shit? Where did this macaroons magic come from? So I've been just snapping away, and we're going to start delivering. We're just going to post it anyway.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody's asked for this, but I want to do it. So we're doing it.
Truth.
Tell me, how are you? This is roundtable time. This is where we spend 45 minutes talking about non-Star Trek related things. So if you don't want to hear it, fast forward.
Yeah, exactly. So first of all, for people who don't know, I'm just going to let them in on a little insight that we use Trello to make notes and shit to keep us on track. And I super appreciate it. And I just want to first off say a way to spell Royale properly on Trello. Sarah, the Royale with cheese. I know what you're saying. It's a Simpsons throwback.
Did I spell it wrong?
You spelled royal. Like royal. Love, yeah. So the other day I wake up and my face is fucking swollen. My eyes are like swollen shut. I'm not looking great, kind of horrified. Thank God I can work from home, etc. I think back to what this could have been, like a new shampoo, new conditioner, makeup. No. Was it the discount frozen cod I bought from the grocery store? I don't think so. I didn't cry enough the night before for that kind of reaction. I cry most nights because I need a day off. So my best guess was that I had like a hot minute to not be at 150% stressed out. And my body was like, alarm, alarm, histamine release.
Black alert.
And then my face wore it. I took 2 24-hour Allegra, 2 Benadryls, sprayed rose water and mineral water on my face, put corticosteroid cream. Nothing helped. John was on his way over, and even though I know he knows what I look like with no makeup, I was like, this is bad. Like, truly. Anyway, it took like a week and a day later, and it's almost back to normal, and I'm back to my smoky eyes. What else? The other thing is I call my parents like daily just to kind of check in on them and stuff like that. I just wiped a piece of lint off of your cheek on my screen.
Oh,
are you okay?
I'm good.
And so my parents, I was sending them pictures of like our old Hawaii vacations, and I called them, and my dad's like, so guess what we listened to last night? I'm like, oh fuck, I have no idea. Like, what could it possibly be? And he goes, a potty mouth podcast. They listened to our podcast, including, yes, they listened to the last episode, Chain of Command, and my knees fucking buckled because I had no idea what I said. And now I'm too horrified to listen to it, knowing that they heard me. I was like, oh, the explosive diarrhea one. And stop swearing so much on the podcast. And I was like,
that.
That's what people like, God. And then my mom goes, what the hell were you up to on your 14th birthday?
Oh my God. Helen, Dave, it's you got to get in with what the young people find funny. These are just jokes.
Oh my God.
You know, we met at Christian camp, right? Not at the lingerie whore store.
I know. I was like, nothing. I was with you. We probably had a lawn cake from Dairy Queen. And then like all these things start pinging back, like 69 Wharf. And like, I was like, and I was like, I have to go put myself in a corner. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And they're like, well, we won't be listening anymore. They were laughing. And they were like, oh, it's just like we were sitting in the room and you and Sarah were there just talking. And I'm like, what else happened? Anyway, that's what I was going to tell you.
I love it.
Potty Mouth Podcast. What the hell? I don't actually want to know what you were doing on your 14th birthday. I'm like, I probably went to bed early. Like,
I treats of pizza, and then I wanted to play with Snowball.
Oh my God.
My abs, or lack thereof. My gut.
It hurts.
My gut.
Go ahead. How are you?
I'm fine. Okay, so I bought fucking Amazon. Just get me off of Amazon. Like, why? Why do I buy shit? Why do I do this to myself?
Because it exists.
Okay, so there's this
69 Wharf. Sorry.
Question mark. So 69 spot. At night, like if I wake up in the middle of the night, like I know at like 4:00, it's like you said, like screw it, like I'm just gonna relax. I know I'm not gonna fall asleep. But if it's like 12 or 1, come on, you got to go back to sleep, right? So my problem is that I'll start hearing things. I'll either hear, like if it's the summer, I'll hear the neighbors if they're on the patio. I'll hear the dog smacking his lips, or like someone's heavy breathing near me or whatever. So I was like, well, I saw someone ghost face. So I saw online you could get like these it's like a headband, but it's like Bluetooth speakers, but they're flat, so you can like sleep. And cool, great idea. It's fabric. I bought it. It's super soft. It's sweatband gray. Like it's comfortable. It's not tight. It's not weird. I was great. Awesome. So I had it on the side of the bed. So I woke up the other night and I was like, oh, it's 1:00. I'm going to try out my headphones. So I pressed the button in the dark with my phone light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Loud as day. Pairing to cell phone. I'm like, Jesus Christ, because it's Bluetooth, right? I'm like turning it down, trying to find the buttons, and then I'm like putting it on. I have like, I made a playlist that's all like relaxation, spa music or whatever. Just like, and there's like fucking the cops here? There's like a light blinking off of it onto the fucking ceiling. I got up thinking it was the neighbors, and it was the fucking like, what kind of sleep thing is this? It's loud as fuck, and then it's got like strobe lights on it. So I've got to put fucking black tape over it or something. It's so stupid. I was so like, what the fuck shit? I'm gonna comment on Amazon.
Pairing to cell phone.
God. This morning I not only forced myself to have a shot of apple cider vinegar. Why?
Don't do that.
Gross. It's hot.
I do that.
It's hot. And then I started sweating. And then while in a meeting that was no video and on mute, I tried on every pair of pants that I own because I, for some reason, was like, I need to go pants shopping. I don't need to go pants. I don't need to go pants shopping. I got pants. I've got maybe like, if let's say I have 12 pairs of pants and this is like jeans, slacks, capris. Let's just say like work slacks.
Yeah.
I have slacks.
I get it. I have half my pants are slacks.
Slacks.
The other half are leggings.
There you go. So out of the 12, we got 3 that I literally folded and put a sticky note that says "goal pants" because they don't fit. Brendan Fraser clap. And then I threw 1 pair out because I was just like, these are not good. And then I found I have like some slightly bell-bottom jeans. Hello.
Love them.
Those. Yeah. And I got some 70s Adidas vintage sneakers coming. So Dazed and Confused
like Stan Smith? Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess those are 80s.
Okay. And then, so I tried on all my pants today. And then I had this epiphany about like the fact that I'll never be as cool as Mary. So it's been a year of COVID. Mm-hmm. It's been a year of living at home in sweatpants. You'd think after a year you'd figure out how to make sweatpants cool. No, despite what I thought, Mary has made sweatpants cool. I walk into her fucking hoity-toity little fucking hair salon downtown, like the coolest people in the world in one area.
Yeah.
She opens the door and yells at me to come in because it's outside and, mask on and all that stuff. This is what she's wearing. red, literal vintage Adidas high tops, black Air Jordan sweatpant joggers, an oversized Ghostbusters t-shirt. She's got full-on long braids and a toque. And I was like, why do you look cool? And I look like I just rolled out of Beacon Hill Park, motherfucker. I was like, Jesus Christ.
She is the coolest. She's the best, man. I remember
the best.
When we had our joint birthday party a couple years ago at the Bard, and I stomped home, and she walked me home because I was like, I don't know about this, and I stomped my heels off, like the heels just came right off,
snapped right off.
Yeah, and I was like, it's 10:30.
Oh God!
I was like, do you want a drink? Here's some gin that changes color, and she was just like totally into it. No, she had some.
There you go. Yeah, we talked about you. She had no idea what you were doing for work, and she was so impressed. So.
Oh, good. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so that was good. Other than that, I don't really have anything else. I mean, work is bananas. School just started back up again, and that's going to be bananas. I don't really like my professor. I don't think it's too high energy for at the end of the day lecture.
Sweet, dude. I have to go. My people are calling me. Super friends.
Is that Robin?
Leave it to Beaver. What the fuck?
Yeah, they do not have Beaver pins.
Yeah.
Or is that
Dick Van Dyke? No.
Yeah. What's the It's oh, I know this. This is.
You can do it. Use your brain.
It's not. It is Dick Van Dyke. It's the
Dick Van Dyke show. Yeah.
Or is it the one on Millbury?
Wait.
Where it had.
Hey Google, play the theme song to the Dick Van Dyke Show. Just plays Drake. Fuck. Okay, I asked it to play, and I have 5 of them. So hey Google, play the theme song to the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Playing Dick Van Dyke.
That's not what I fucking asked. Okay, now I have 2 Google Assistants going at the same time, and neither of them are playing the whistling song.
No, I know what it is. It's not that. It's
with all devices under a
Andy Griffith Show.
Andy Griffith.
Tell it to play Andy Griffith.
Hey Google.
If you command them to play music,
she's more than one playing at once. Hey Google, play the Andy Griffith Show theme song. She just turned off. Oh,
there it is.
Oh yeah. Hey, stop! Quit it! Hey Google, stop! Oh my God! Hey Google! Hey Google!
Shut up! Hey, I'm yelling over the sound of the music.
Hey Google, stop! Fuck! Hey Google! Okay, so
that was amazing.
So I have a Google Assistant in my kitchen, in my bedroom, and in my bathroom. And this one time, I think I told you. Well, I that's when I get ready, dude.
I know.
Fucking judge me. Well, maybe I won't tell you the story then, but I will. So I had set my Google Assistant to set an alarm for like 7 a.m. or whatever, and so 7 a.m. comes up and the alarm's going off and I'm saying, hey Google, stop, hey Google, stop. And it's not stopping. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I finally realized after saying like, hey, stop, like 13 times that it was actually my cell phone going off. And so I turned the alarm off on my cell phone and then my Google Assistant goes, I hope everything's okay. Oh, I'm like, thanks for not calling 911 just in case. God. I'm like, hey, stop. Anyway.
Do you want to hear some good Star Trek gossip?
Yeah. Is there any?
Yeah. The first episode of Discovering Trek Enterprise will be dropping on Monday. The show I'm doing with Casey Shafsky.
That's amazing.
We have recorded like 3 episodes already, and because we're doing like a bit of like a build them up in case we get busy and stuff, and then we can't record. And I've watched 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm like, I love that I hate it, and I hate that I love it. That's where I'm at right now with Enterprise. I got a lot of bugaboos. I'm really pissed. I really, really don't like some certain people. Oh, I love that song. It comes on and I just want a drum set with milk on it and like lights on each drum kit and I'm just playing.
Wait until
I'm really excited about it.
Oh, good for you. I can't wait to listen.
You won't listen.
I'm not gonna, but I appreciate it and I support you.
Thank you. That's the only Trek gossip I got. There's probably other shit going on. I don't know.
Do you know about this is loosely related, the podcast LeVar Burton Reads?
What?
Okay, so dude, it's a podcast. Yeah.
Handsome.
I know. Right? The podcast is called LeVar Burton Reads, and it's literally reading Rainbow for adults.
Oh my God.
He's telling you a story so you fall asleep. It's amazing.
That sounds fantastic.
LeVar Burton Reads.
All right. Well, I can't wait for pairing to cell phone. And then that comes on. And then it's like, party police. System is down. The system is down.
Anyway.
That's Drift Cottages. I love that.
We've been on the internet for a long time.
We've been around for a long time, getting from there to here.
Oh no, don't you bring that into this podcast. This is TNG. Anyway.
Okay, do you want to talk about this Dark Horse episode that came out of nowhere and changed my life?
Yep.
Spoiler alert, I really like this episode.
Hey, Jinx, me too.
Oh my God,
I loved it.
It was so good.
Dude, this was, and
the best.
Also, while I was talking to my parents about, after the whole thing, I was like, oh yeah, I have to watch the Royale tonight. And we're recording on Thursday. And I'm like, I don't remember that episode at all. And my parents are like, really? The one at the casino planet. I'm like, okay, this is why I'm your daughter. It makes sense.
Oh my God. I love it. I did a synopsis.
I can't wait to hear it.
Okay, so the first thing I wrote was, yeah, I'm doing this. Idiot. just mad at myself already for being fake excited.
I have a lot.
Because I didn't know I was going to love this, right?
Same.
Okay. So we got Picard talking and some Klingons and some nasty liquid neon. Thanks, Jordy. I drank liquid neon once in my 20s, woke up in a yurt 2 towns over, and that's how I got my tribal tattoo. Fun fact. Okay, Picard is talking math to Riker, and I'm already bored. X to the Y to the L to the Izzo, when Izzo is 2. Debris is found, and they are beaming it up to examine. Oh my God, a young Chief O'Brien. Babe alert.
Totes.
They turn the debris around. Whoa, what? It's NASA. No way, Jose. I find this with these early episodes, they have that really that music where it's like dum dum dum.
Oh yeah, even the theme song sounds a bit different. It's the same, but it's like they redid it later. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
But it does. But it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Moving on. It's 21st century.
21st.
It's 21st century, and I'm Bugs Bunny. And Picard said, no way it could be, because it's so far out in space. That NASA stuff is not that. Oh, Wesley's on the bridge. Haley, brace yourself. A building has been found in the middle of a stormy, nasty planet. Dun, dun, dun. A minimal crew goes down. Phasers on stun, and O'Brien does his magic and gives the green light. God, I love him. As I write this, I have decided I need to watch some more Deep Space Nine. The trio beam down into the same vortex I saw Voldemort in the 5th movie installment of Harry Potter films, The Order of the Phoenix. There ahead is something I fear greatly, and I won't apologize for or elaborate on. A revolving fucking door. Proceed with caution. I hate those things. I will not use them.
I hate them too. So much.
Captain, we're entering. That's what she said. He said, a casino? People having fun, not distancing or wearing masks. This must be fiction. Their signal is lost. Picard wants them beamed up, and there is nothing they can lock onto. Riker tries to communicate, and zip, nada. Nut and honey cereal. Picard is stressing out already, and Data wants to beam up immediately, but Riker is like, we gotta check this out. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh my God. Guy at the hotel. I love this guy. He was in Forrest Gump and Lost and ER and one episode of Judging Amy. His name, Sam Anderson. I love him. Okay, the music. Swanky trumpet solo. Did Rita call? Kids just asking for trouble. I love it. This episode is the best in Trek.
Yeah.
They get their room keys, casino chips. This is great. Worf is having the time of his life. He's just dead face the whole time.
Totally.
But that's still him having the time of his life. What planet is this? Earth. We call it Theta 8. Ha, charming. I love it. Data has that fucking smirk and is ready to experience humanity. This is making me miss Vegas big time.
Ugh.
They are not reading any life signs. That's a left turn. There's people everywhere in this casino. I'm so into this episode, I'm stopping writing now and watching. Okay, Picard is stressed out, but Troy is like, he's feeling amused. That's a good sign. Data shows off his hand skills. Noted. I hate how he scrapes his cards, though. What the fuck? Where did he access that dumb idea? What is he, a cat in a cat box? Like, hit me. That could go. That could go. That's my one complaint about the episode. Riker obviously lost money because he's suddenly excited to leave, like ASAP. Data passes back the hat. And now the guy probably has lice, or Data has lice. Someone's got lice. I've seen these casinos before. Someone's got lice. The guys are stuck in the casino, Haley. The revolving door just leads them back inside. This is my nightmare. This is not good.
I know it.
Old ladies ignore Data and they try and find another exit. No one acknowledges them. Curiouser and curiouser. Worf's plan, blow a hole through the wall. What a jackass. Troy picks up on Riker. He's tense and feeling trapped, much like his marriage to Troy later on. Ayo! Burn! The bellhop talks more about Rita and how she's Mickey D's girl. Data picks up traces of human DNA in a hotel room. Shocking. Don't bust out the black light, Data. Oh, wait. They found a dead body. Dead for 283 years. Died in his sleep. Terrible way to die, according to Worf. What a nerd. In his closet. 2033 to 2079 NASA uniform with 52 stars on the American flag. Who could it be? Who's the 52nd and 51st state?
I have an idea.
All right, we'll bring it up later. July 23rd, 2037. Remember that date. That's when the dude takes off. So 16 years from now, a guy's going to take off at NASA and he's going to be the guy that shows up in the casino in real life.
So we also have to wait
this is real.
3rd, 2063, 4th?
Sure.
It's one of those.
Yeah.
Except from Cochrane. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Warp.
So the dead dude was on a mission. All his dudes were killed by aliens, and out of guilt, they created this beautiful world for him that was based off of a book that he happened to have, but he hated it. What is wrong with the book? At least the book wasn't like book 12 of the Babysitter's Club or some shit, Swan's Crossing, or even worse, Lord of the Flies. Like,
I'm fucking dying.
Now it's boring as they try and get out of the hotel.
Babysitter's books 13, by the way. Doesn't matter.
I love the Babysitter's Club. I had them all. The double digest ones, the double specials. Yes. Oh. And like the drawings of the Babysitter's Club members on the front, they looked like 40-year-old women because it was the 80s and everyone had big hair and sweaters.
I still have Ramona books in my shelf behind me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude.
I loved Ramona.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're trying to get out of the building or this hotel, and Data does this thing. The bellhop in love wants to confront the bad guy who has an even badder white suit. Hello, late 80s. The bellhop is shot dead. Sad. Mickey D walked out. Riker wants more info regarding the hotel and realizes in the story the hotel is bought by foreign investors for $12.5 million. That's cheap. They decided to buy the hotel to get out. Data talks gambling and works hard on winning all the money they need to buy the hotel. But Data loses, then realizes the dice are weighted. Sneaky sneak. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. I love it. I like this Data. Less funny, more cocky. And Riker is smiling now, and I'm loving it. When the train comes in, everybody rides. And by train, Riker, you mean... yeah, I'm not going to say it. Okay, they win. They buy the hotel. They spread around the money and ease on out of that hotel like the ballers they are. Beam us out of here, Captain. Boom. That, my friends, is Sarah's synopsis of the Royale. Best episode ever.
You know what? I fucking loved this episode.
Amazing. I'm going to chug my drink while you keep talking.
All right, so here's my notes. Thanks a lot, Sarah, for taking us back to season 2. Everyone is so young. Too young for me. Even Picard, who is literally, well, I tried to Google, how old is Patrick Stewart in the Royale? And one of the suggested questions was, how old was Captain Picard when he captained the Enterprise? And the answer was just some dork answer about how he's 80 and still a captain. And I'm like, just answer the question. Like, how old is he in the Royale?
Why are you beating around the bush on this?
You know what? Doesn't matter. Wesley. He's so pretty. I guess I go just for the youngest ones. I like how Picard says a part-time French mathematician working alone without a computer couldn't even figure it out. I was like, what a fucking insult, dude. Ouch. I like how the away team goes through the revolving door and they kind of look at each other and they're like, secret, we live here now. Data is especially taken. I had to IMDb Sam Anderson, and here's my note. Did you know he's been in several other movies, including the one with Tom Hanks called Forrest Jump? Anyway. Riker smile at 13:09, and I am immediately sad that I'm already 1/3 of the way through this episode. Anytime I had to pause, I was like, no, I wanted to go on forever. Thank God for this episode, because I never knew how to play 21, and they spent like 4 minutes explaining how to play it. Not that I've never played, because I can't add quickly enough for people not to be mad at me. I don't know. Haley, you have 21. I don't know. You know, I miss those one-armed bandit slots. I think they still have them for fun, and it's easier for most people to just hit the buttons on the screen and then do their little fucking voodoo swirl, like it has some sort of influence on the outcome. But that's like basically your arm exercise for the day. If you're
my God, they totally still have them at the D.
Oh, sweet. And like you said, this episode made me miss Vegas. Oh. Even though the hotel and casino is nothing like Vegas.
Oh, God. No, it's just...
Maybe the Imperial Palace back in the day. And then, remember when they go... Yes, when they go into the hotel room and it is totally the Imperial Palace. Oh. Remember, we're so boss and we have a pool view. And it was like, no, the balcony opens to the pool and there are kids screaming and people smoking, including you. Oh, 52 God. Stars on the American flag.
Who is it?
I said, who did they get? Who? And turns out, I think it's Puerto Rico and Guam, which are already...
Those would be very realistic based on right now.
But like, why wouldn't they include them in the flag from the get-go? Why? My note next. Now the episode is almost over. Get ready for this one. Worf answers the phone. The woman is asking if they want room service. More like womb service, am I right, Worf? Sorry, now I'm afraid that my parents are listening to everything.
Womb service.
Or like womb service. Fuck. Called John after I got off the phone with my parents, and he's like, do you think that they think that you're some innocent child? And I was like, yeah. After the nipple piercing debacle. Anyway.
And you died for 2 minutes.
And I died for 2 minutes, yeah.
That's a story we haven't shared that we should probably share at some point.
We totally can. Picard starts reading the novel Hotel Royale to find some answers. May I suggest he try Blinkist? Blinkist, the award-winning learning app featuring text and audio explainers of key ideas for nonfiction. Oh, gross, is what I said out loud when the Texas cowboy guy starts overtly hitting on the chick at the table. Like, lady, don't gamble if you don't know what you're doing. Like, that's why I sold all of my GameStop stocks when it hit the high of 33 cents a share last week. Morons! I paid 17 cents a share and basically doubled my investment. Okay, so tangent. The guy who played the cowboy, died, sad, in 2004, and also played a part in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. So I started looking up trivia for that movie. And
of course did.
Can I fucking tell you who they considered for the lead role? You will never guess. You will never fucking guess who. Fucking just try.
Can I have 3 guesses?
Yes.
Can I ask a question after the second guess?
Yes.
Keanu Reeves.
No. You're never gonna guess.
Tobey Maguire.
No.
Is it a white male actor that's alive right now?
No. This is gonna be 20 questions. Let's just say
Marlon Brando. Give me a hint.
Turn to page 394.
Alan Rickman?
Alan Rickman.
For Ace Ventura.
Could you imagine? Do not
detective.
Go in there.
He was once a pet cop and then a pet detective.
Yes.
Where did you read this madness?
Dude, IMDb.
Could you imagine? I can't.
All righty then. Like, love.
Somebody say something.
That's a mess.
I know, but that was like because of that fame of Ace Ventura. Liar, liar.
Could you imagine?
Imagine if Alan Rickman did every single
Jim Carrey movie. They call me Cuban Pete.
They call me Cuban Pete. Oh God.
3 darts.
Dumb and Dumber with Jeff Daniels. There's a sandwich on a fucking moped if I ever saw one.
Oh my God.
Oh,
so
wow.
There's
with
a little
broken tooth.
You know that Jim Carrey broke his own tooth by accident. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
Just like in Hangover, Ed Helms had a cap on his tooth, so he took it out for the filming of The Hangover.
It's perfect.
My lateral incisor, it's gone. Okay, do you want to hear my thoughts on the episode? Or
I'm not done. I have one more paragraph.
That's why I'm asking. I'm going to Burt's Beeswax up my lips.
Do it. I have Blistex Lip Medics.
This is ginger lime.
Oh, nice. Oh.
I have a thing for ginger.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, girl. Love that ginger.
Data is so cute when he's gambling and smiling. It's totally not in his character, and he doesn't have his emotion chip, but I'll look past it. I don't know what they were using for dice, but those dice were like weird. Riker says, "Don't let him change the dice on you." And then in all caps, "Man, I loved this episode. This was awesome. It had everything I wanted and nothing I didn't want." It, dude.
It was so good. It's in my top 5 now.
I 100%. And especially from season 2, I was so surprised. This was, like you said, it was a dark horse 100%.
I feel like we'll talk about the next episode, and I threw some suggestions in, but it's up to you. But when it comes to my choice again, I might go for another season 2 that I thought was maybe possibly okay. Like, I don't really remember season 2, but I kind of remember when I see no, that's season 1. But yeah, like it was a pleasant surprise.
Totally.
I thought this was a really fun episode, but maybe it's the quarantine talking. Maybe it's just because it made me think of Vegas. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of thinking about that aspect of it, but this was really good data. This is the data that I'm here for. It's a combination of funny, charming, but not annoying, because that motherfucker,
he walks a fine GD line.
Oh, God. He's always on. I enjoyed the story. I was amused. And all in all, I had so much fun watching this episode. It was a win. I was not expecting this. I picked it as like a cruel joke.
Yep.
Well, who's laughing now? The writers of this episode. I found it strange, though, to watch Picard be so annoyed that he can't reach Riker. It's very early on, and obviously he's maybe a bit more cautious, but I really like that Troy was using her powers in a good way.
Yes.
And even better, there was no Dr. Pulaski in this episode.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my God. So much fun. So what have we got now? We got some fucking fast facts.
I remember when we first started the podcast, I'm like, doesn't E mean for everyone?
Maybe if you're okay.
Well, if you're playing a video game.
Yeah, E for everyone.
Yeah.
E for
everyone. E for everyone, just like my 14th birthday. I'm like doing this like fucking dollar bill thing.
That was easy.
Oh. Hey!
Just like doing sound effects now. It's so bad. Okay. Fast facts. Boom. This episode, airing in 1988, predicts that Fermat's last theorem would have gone unsolved for 800 years as of the mid-24th century. It was actually solved in 1993 by Princeton University professor Andrew Wiles. In 2016, he won the Abel Prize in recognition of his accomplishments.
Okay, first of all, I'd never heard of a fucking Abel Prize. Is that something from Sons of Anarchy? Second of all, this just underscores, that's a whole other thing. We have another podcast. This is why I don't agree with math. Because everything in math is a fucking theorem or a theory that is just waiting to be disproven. Different than science, even though it's like the same sort of thing. I just never have subscribed to math theory. I don't understand it. I never will. The mission patch on Colonel Ritchie's The Dead Astronaut uniform.
Colonel?
The mission patch.
Is it Colonel Sanders that gets the KFC recipe just right? Wow. Finally, it's not me.
The mission patch on
Colonel
Richie's the dad astronaut's uniform found in the wardrobe, by the way, and the mold has not disintegrated it after all these years, is that of Apollo 17 with the word Apollo obscured. Oh.
Mm-hmm. When the ancient American wreckage is revealed, Captain Picard says, "Curiouser and curiouser." This is a reoccurring line from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland, which goes along well with the book-related nature of this adventure. Anyway.
When Vanessa shows her hand to Data, he suggests that the odds of favor standing pat with a total of 13. Oh, sorry, I gotta start again. Why am I doing that? When Vanessa shows her hand to Data, he suggests that the odds favor standing pat with a total of 13 when the dealer is showing a face card. In fact, drawing a card is the mathematically correct play, though by a very slim margin, and though I would not agree on account of I don't believe in math.
Okay, it's me. It's my turn for a fast fact.
Tis.
Riker notes that since the flag patch on Colonel Richie's uniform has 52 stars, it places it between 2033 and 2079 AD, which is in the 21st century. However, when requesting information about the Colonel, he states that they are in a 20th century structure, and states that Colonel Richie is from the same era. Something's off with the math on that one.
Again, you can't trust
Cheers.
math. Data plays blackjack. The dealer deals him a 7 and a 5 in the wide shot. However, in the close-up shot, the cards become a 3 and a 2, thus allowing Data to get the 5-card Charlie.
Oh my God. You don't say.
Data.
When viewing the revolving door from the outside, Worf enters first, Data second, then Riker, just like your 14th birthday. Then Riker misses the third section and enters using the fourth section. I don't even know what the fourth section of the revolving door is. When viewing the revolving door from the inside of the casino, Worf enters first, Data second, and Riker enters immediately after Data rather than using the fourth section of the door. This may have been fixed as Riker is not shown entering the door.
Consistency.
Either way, there was some entering.
Yeah, there was. The camera crew can be seen in a mirror on the craps table. Fucking figure it out.
Fucking go home. Geordi states the atmosphere is methane and nitrogen with liquid neon at negative 291 degrees Celsius. That temperature is impossible. 18 degrees below absolute zero, negative 273 Celsius, and both methane at a negative 164 Celsius and nitrogen at negative 196 would liquefy before neon at negative 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Move on. What's next? Go.
Agree. Math, again, fails us. Multiple errors during Data's blackjack game. 1. Texas tells Data to ante up. However, one does not ante in blackjack. You simply place your bet, and you don't have to meet the other people's bet, right? As far as I know, it's not like poker. The players are holding their cards in their hands. Players are not permitted to touch the cards at all in casino blackjack. This is to prevent card tampering, which either is accidental or on purpose. 21. The dealer... No, that's not at all what 21 is about. It's counting cards. We're counting cards.
Go fish.
The dealer has Data cut the deck, which violates the rule about the players touching the cards. There is only one deck of cards also being used. Casinos use multiple decks for blackjack. This gives the house a slight edge in the game and helps to make card counting more difficult. What did you just...
Multiple decks. Just... birthday. Riker, Data, and Worf take some time to grasp the nature of the simulated Royale world, even though it is the same principle as their ship's fucking holodeck.
I get it. I mean, maybe they're a little bit concerned, and it was weird when they beamed down and it was all black everywhere, and then just this rando, quote unquote, antique doorway.
My worst nightmare.
I know.
Here on Fear Factor, you could sit in a vat full of pythons, or you could go through that doorway. I'll take the pythons. Thank you.
Yeah, no doubt. While Data cuts the deck of cards at the blackjack table with the entire deck in his hand, you see the bottom cards of both sides, and they are both the Queen of Spades. Fail.
Oh, epic fail. Okay, would you rather? Are you ready for this?
Would you rather? I don't know.
Y'all ready for this? Oh God, my phone moved and I thought someone was behind me. God.
Oh, it's terrifying.
I have had...
And I can see behind you and I can tell you there's no one behind you right now. So
That is this horror movie, Hush. Have you seen that one?
No.
The girl from... what's that show called? The Haunting of Hill House or whatever that was really good on Netflix?
I don't want that one. Oh, yes.
Girl in it that's like pretty that wears gloves.
Yes.
She's in a horror movie called Hush. And she plays a deaf woman in a cabin alone. And she's like having video conferences. And there's like a guy behind her with a mask that she doesn't see because she can't hear him. And it's just like a really, really good, scary fucking movie.
No, I don't want it.
Okay. Would you rather be stranded? Would you rather be a stranded astronaut in that Hotel Royale scenario for the rest of your life, or be stranded in the Rio Hotel and Casino 3 days after STLV?
And I can't leave the Rio.
It's the same scenario. You're stuck there for the rest of your life.
Forever?
Yeah, that's what happened to the guy that died in his hotel room. So, do you want?
True.
Which one do you want?
You know what? This sounds terrible. I'm gonna go with the Rio because as sad as that is, I like that there's a Starbucks in the Rio, and I also like that there's that the diner or whatever on the way down, and I had a BBB BLT and it was delicious. So
Hash House a Go-Go.
Hash House a Go-Go. It was awesome.
There's a Starbucks. I would rather
do that, and I don't want to be mad at all the unlife forms in the Hotel Royale. The lighting also was not good. I'm just thinking generally, like I have everything I need in the Rio, the gift shop, the slots, the Game of Thrones
pub.
Slots. There's a pub. There's Guy Fieri's Taco Town. Now that pizza. Now that's
you
what
wrap
I
it in a deep dish pizza.
Gordita. Yeah.
In a tote bag filled with pico de gallo.
Vegetarian pico de gallo. Vegetarian chili. Taco Town. What would you rather do?
Oh.
Be at the Rio with me.
Yeah.
If we were together, it'd be fucking cool.
We would have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say any more than that. We'd have a great time.
Ow, that one hurt.
Okay, here's another would you rather, and this one's good.
If there's blood, there's not. Okay.
I'd tell you if there was.
Thank you, or not.
Would you rather be trapped in space forever with Data, or a Worf who is determined to master the art of comedy? And he is determined.
Yeah. No, you know what?
Have I mastered the art yet?
Knock, knock. See, this is what I'm talking about. I would love
the aristocrat.
The aristocrat.
I don't even know the joke.
Today is a good day to fry, and he's making like fish and chips. Like, this is what I want. I want the Worf who's determined to master. I must protest, sir. I am not a merry man. And then he's like, has a wreath because it's Christmas. I don't know. Fuck Data. Worf, 100%. You?
Knock, knock. This is so angry.
Oh, I have a really good knock knock joke. We have to start. So start.
No, tell me your joke.
No, you have to start.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Sarah?
That's the joke. It makes you feel like an idiot. I did it. Yes.
The worst. You're the worst.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you say see it or skip it? I think we know.
Oh, skip it. It sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I loved this episode.
I know.
There's nothing about it that I hated. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so you?
I say see it. It's fun. It's got poker and Data isn't annoying.
It's that alone.
What did Dan say?
Dan said, awful episode. It's like a season 3 TOS, we are out of money episode with that cheap ass set in the revolving door. And you know what? Acknowledge. Shitty set, but
80s.
Who gave a shit? It was still hilarious and awesome. That's
literally what the El Cortez looks like right now. And
exactly.
I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
You know what? You want to know what Billiam said?
Tell me.
Ugh. Painful. When I watched this episode, I wish I were the astronaut guy out of my misery.
Kidding me?
I'm not kidding. I'm
this.
Speechless.
Yeah.
So fun. It was fun. And this is totally the drinks and the quarantine of 1 year talking.
Maybe it is, but we both also hate so many of those early episode.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah.
I loved it. I had so much fun. Okay. So we had some really good suggestions for what our next episode was. I kind of threw it out there on Twitter, just to see if anybody would respond. And a few people responded. Yeah. Mr. Brent Mulberry suggested we do the episode Attached. And I'm like, yes, because
is that the Picard and Crusher one?
Yes, from season 7.
Yes.
Then one of our followers named Patrick suggested Menage a Troy, which is also another classic with the Ferengi and Loxana. So I'm like, should we do a special double feature or should we just pick one and save one of the other one? I don't know what to do, but it's on you.
Okay.
You could pick whatever you want too, but those are just some really good suggestions.
No. Attached. I remember that one like as a young child. I was like, bum, bum, beat down, bum. What's happening?
And you're doing the synopsis. So,
okay. I am going to go with Brent's suggestion and we can do, Attached but I also feel like Patrick's suggestion deserves its own episode.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do both, maybe not in succession, but we can.
Yeah, I'll throw in a season 2 Dark Horse in between, and then we'll do. So that's our order. We're doing Attached, Mystery season 2, and then we're doing Menage a Troy.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
So much for those suggestions.
I know. I'm so excited. I'm gonna watch it fucking tomorrow. I'm watching Attached tomorrow. I don't
know what you're doing tonight. I'm gonna watch it tonight as I fall asleep because I've been up since 3. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. After this. I'm gonna fucking grab myself a bag of chips and just pass out with the dog on my lap.
Wait, what kind of chips?
I don't know. We got the Costco one where you get multiple mini bags. Probably plain Lay's, maybe some Doritos. I don't know.
You know what? People discount plain chips all the time.
Oh, why?
They are actually
refreshing.
The They're so delicious.
They're so refreshing.
It's like just snorting a bunch of seawater. Salt.
Okay, should we close this out?
Let's do it.
Okay, thank you for listening. In the next episode, we will be watching a disgustingly, because we're so excited, is Attached. Until then, remember that you can subscribe to Trek Rewind by searching for us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. If you enjoy what we're doing here on Trek Rewind and the Trek Geeks Podcast Network, please consider supporting us on Patreon. As a subscriber, you can get access to the unedited recordings of episodes, as well as exclusive content and great subscriber rewards, like our annual supporters pin from Fansets and our exclusive Trek Geeks Podcast Network t-shirt, among other things. Thank you to 5 Year Mission for the music. Thanks to Haley for just being here, being you, loving you. Thanks to the listeners and the Patreons, and thanks to Star Trek for being there for the last fucking 20 years of my life. 30 years of my life. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, no, we can even extend that. Agree. And thank you, Star Trek. Like, just being able to watch TNG in this terrible pandemic, it just made me feel so, like, happy and just kind of, I don't know, like, I feel comforted.
Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Big time. All right. You can find us on Twitter at Trek Rewind. Please send us a message. And, all right. Frequency is closed.
looking at